After seeing the stock numbers on the Caitlyn Clark Kobe 5, I'm realizing that I was completely wrong about these. Initially, I thought that these might not perform well, but just wait until I show you the stock numbers on these. Not only that, but apparently her jersey is in high demand too after she publicly defended Angel Reese. I didn't think that this colorway was going to do too well at first, but pre-sale is saying otherwise. These are currently pre-selling for over $300 and the retail is only $190.
It's easy to see why Caitlyn Clark was the one chosen to have the shoe deal. Clearly, there's a marketability here. Nike clearly has a knack for picking the right players to have signature shoes that are going to sell and sell well.
And so the reason she got a $28 million signature shoe deal.
In a recent sit-down interview, Caitlyn Clark broke her silence over the huge $100 million Nike deal. She did so with surprising candor, explaining how the partnership came to be, what it has meant for her personal development, and why she views it as more than just a business decision. This is not your typical pitch for an endorsement. Caitlyn spoke as though she was aware of the significance of what she was saying and the influence of her position.
Nike finally delivers Caitlyn Clark PE. Is this the first Caitlyn Clark exclusive Nike commercial since she's entered the WNBA? I know she's made a cameo here. She's made a cameo there. She was featured as part of this rollout here, featured as part of this rollout there. But is this our first official Caitlyn Clark solo commercial since she has joined the WNBA? And as well, WNBA ratings from this past week in non-Caitlyn Clark games on NBA TV have been released, and they have hit an embarrassing new low. Let's start right there, shall we? NBA TV, WNBA games, Sparks versus the Sky.
She started off by talking about the strange moment she saw herself in the completed advertisement. Eyes bright, then I watched myself on that screen wearing the Kobe 5 prototype Ps and I felt like a kid again, she added, recalling how she had spent her entire life watching Nike's best athlete shine in those legendary spots. She clarified that the advertisement featured a moment in which she concentrates on the basket while the outside world fades into quiet. For her, the shot perfectly encapsulated her philosophy. Ignore distractions and give it your all to achieve your goal.
Maybe her number, something like that. But whatever it is, that form has got to be in there, I think. That's pretty iconic right there. I love this shot right here. And I think that would be a really cool piece of artwork, actually, to like hang behind me next to Kenna Kobashi. So that would be pretty cool. So we're going to look at a couple of tweets I see from at C.Harrison. This is the Nike we grew up with. These type of campaigns, the shoes are fire too. You got this one here. Effing finally, I guess Nike decided they like money after all. Bean Disciple, which, you know, tying with Kobe Bryant, that's like, you know, it's an iconic kind of thing. So like, no. Sabrina didn't get her shoes greenlit for no reason. A lot of people enjoying the snake eye effect there. She's definitely going to move a lot more units than a lot of NBA stars, which I think is going to be humbling for some of them. Adrian, this nice to see that Nike finally put out a product commercial with its most popular athlete in the world. A PE commercial is insane, so I guess a player exclusive commercial isn't really something that's commonly done.
Fans and detractors quickly flocked to social media to express their opinions. Some complained that Nike had waited too long to include her in a significant campaign, or that the shoe in question was simply a player-exclusive prototype rather than a full signature model, while others applauded the campaign for bringing attention to women's basketball in a way that felt epic and long overdue. I understand that people want to see me in the spotlight and want me to have a signature shoe yesterday, but there is a plan in place to build up to these events. Caitlyn addressed the reactions head-on, shrugging and laughing.
In incredibly surprising news, Nike has decided to push the button on Caitlyn Clark in a way that I think represents an increase from anything that they've done thus far. We've, followed on the channel for quite a while about the lack of promotion, the lack of merchandise, the lack of everything kind of for, Nike support of, presumably their most valuable athlete right now. We talked about it previously on the channel. The Caitlyn Clark, Kobe Bryant, Indiana Fever 5 collaborations that are coming out. These were player exclusive shoes, and I saw a lot of hemming and hawing about Caitlyn's bigger than this. She's like, why are they doing Kobe Bryant shoes and all that from, some people. Other people were excited about it. Like, what this represents is like Nike tying her with an already kind of iconic basketball brand, which is like their, one of their biggest brands that they.
In her words, it was like setting the stage before the final act. You don't just drop fireworks at the start of the show, you build the story and then you let it explode when the timing is right for her. The slow burn method mirrored her career path of steady progress, hard work, and making every moment count. She continued by explaining that Nike's strategy was intentional, as the brand wanted to build anticipation so that people would have time to watch her take over the college game and then seamlessly transition into the professional spotlight.
Nike literally blew every single brand away when it came to an offer for a signature shoe for Caitlyn Clark. Nike came in at 8 years, $28 million, and it just goes lower from there. Under Armour was 4 years, $16 million. They tried to use Steph Curry to get on Caitlyn Clark's good side and show her some money. Caitlyn Clark didn't even field an interview with Puma because they were too damn low. $3 million, you kidding me? Adidas, 4 years, $6 million. Get out of here. Once again, just shows Nike is by far the best brand out there.
The advertisement went viral as soon as it went up. People are hungry for significant moments in women's sports, Caitlyn explained, and they're looking for something that feels truly memorable. She said that seeing the spike in shares and reposts confirmed her belief that the sport is on the rise and that she and her peers are helping to push it forward. She noted that within minutes the clip was racking up hundreds of thousands of views, which she attributed to more than just her popularity.
So Nike finally released their trailer for Caitlyn Clark's sneaker. They finally did. And a lot of people thought that when Nike were talking up, they were going to be, talking up like Caitlyn might have been getting her signature shoe. They might have been talking up potentially Caitlyn getting that signature shoe. And it would have been really cool if Caitlyn got her signature shoe. But let's be real, that was never happening. That was never, ever, ever happening. Caitlyn was not getting that signature shoe. However, at least we saw something. We saw something from Nike about her PE. And they finally released a PE. Paige Becker's already got a PE. Jewel Lloyd's got multiple. A lot of people have gotten PEs from Nike, but it's good to see Caitlyn finally get one. So here is the trailer from Nike. I'm going to mute it for now because there might be copyright music.
The advertisement had a straightforward yet impactful slogan that read, "Drive, Dominate." She stated that those two words perfectly captured her philosophy of both basketball and life. Understanding what you want, shutting out the distractions, and pursuing your objectives. She reminisced about the sensation of having her attitude mirrored back at her on screen and remarked, "I loved how Nike got that it wasn't about fancy slogans, it was about pure focus."
Don't really play enough ball to get much use out of him. No, I'm not a selected region. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I have to go continue to play. And I bought a pair of KD4s, the Protro type KD4s. They were awful. They felt awful. But yeah, it is an all-around interesting situation when it comes to Caitlyn Clark and Nike, and at least they're doing something. I'm so late, by the way, to this news. It was 2 hours ago. And I legitimately have just been dead.
However, the tale didn't end with the video. One particular element had everyone talking about how very rare the shoes were. Rumors circulated that only about 13,000 pairs of those Kobe 5 prototypes will be made available only via the SNKRS app. Fans aren't just buying a shoe, they're buying a piece of history, Caitlyn remarked, acknowledging the excitement surrounding the limited availability. She did not confirm or deny the exact number.
On the positive side, Nike finally decides to release a Caitlyn Clark commercial for her new Kobe 5 Protro player exclusives, available June 30th. Let's hear it. How are we feeling about that?
Caitlyn Mamba. And by the way, if you guys are interested in the old Demon CC merch, if you're interested in the old Demon CC merch, we got Demon CC merch on the McTalks Hoops store. Demon CC, which may or may not be Caitlyn Clark. We've also got our Angel and Demon. Angel Caitlyn on the front, Demon Caitlyn on the back. Or CC, a person that may or may not resemble Caitlyn. Please don't sue me. I don't know if that's copyright.
Another layer of excitement was added by the news that the drop would only take place online, avoiding traditional retailers like Dick's Sporting Goods or Foot Locker. Caitlyn acknowledged that this annoyed some fans, but she saw the reasoning behind it, saying, "It gives Nike control over every detail from the moment you see the email invite to when you lace them up for the first time."
Caitlyn Clark, the top pick in the recent WNBA draft, is on the brink of signing a game-changing endorsement deal with Nike. Valued at a staggering $28 million over the next 8 years, this deal, reported by The Athletic and The Wall Street Journal, includes the coveted perk of a signature basketball shoe. With a base salary of $76,535 for her rookie season with the Indiana Fever, this endorsement deal stands as the most lucrative ever for a women's basketball player.
Considering the future, in addition to promising that an even more striking white and blue colorway would be released in October, Caitlyn hinted at a wider range of upcoming projects, including potential clothing drops, community service initiatives, and perhaps even her own signature line. "I've seen some early photos and they're fire," she said. "We're just getting started someday. I'm excited for what's coming and ambitious," she remarked. Thank you for watching. Caitlyn is prepared to take advantage of every chance, one resolute step at a time.